Hello, 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 and welcome to Larger Curves. You know what? I am so glad you guys got a chance to pop in tonight. I I was trying out this new background music. That sounds kind of tingy tingy. Let's see what else they have. Well, while I wait for some people to come in the house tonight on Larger Curves, thank you for tuning in. I really wanted to just take a minute to let you know what we're going to be talking about and do all the things that we're supposed to do, such as I'm asking you politely to please smash that like button, smash the subscribe button on your way in. Hit that bell so you can get notified next time I upload a video over here on Larger Curves so you can become part of this beautiful curvy community that we're growing over here. We are on our way to 500. We're almost there. So thank you. And I hope that you get a chance to subscribe if you haven't already. OMG, no way. No way. DT is in the house. Hi, DT. How are you? Praying for Tonga. Yes, still praying for you and your family and for all your loved ones on the island there. And because I know there's stuff that we just haven't been hearing about it, but I know that it's still some healing and some work to be done over there on the Good Tongan Islands. So still be praying for Tonga right now, please, people. And yes, I am well. Thank you very much. You know what? I was doing a Real Housewives of Salt Lake City recap for the finale. Did you know this was round 21 in the fight between fired Jennie Nguyen and Above You MaryCosby? I gave them their ring names. On the back of their jackets, it would say "Fired Jennie Nguyen," and she'd be coming in throwing glasses. And on the back of Mary's jacket, it would say "Above You, MaryCosby," and she would be floating above the haters. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, I am going to be doing a review on that. I have, like I said, let me get rid of this music. I don't really like that music. What's this one? It's mostly because I'm sitting in here by myself. Oh my God. DT says, I'm well, thank you. And thank you so much for your prayers, of course, of course, of course. And aid has been coming through to Tonga to our families. So that is good news. That is definitely good news. And no way, Crickets 22. All right. Thank you for coming in and saying hi. All right. What's good? Okay, you know what we're getting to tonight. Over here on Larger Curves, we're smashing buttons on the way in. And we are reviewing the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I definitely don't like that. That sounds like when I go to stuff at the spiritual center. I don't need that right now. No. We need this feeding ducks because the way those quackers are quacking over the quackers is in the duck quackers, the duck lip ladies over there on the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City were doing this stuff. Yes, Jennie Nguyen, the white woman worshiper. Oh my God, may she forever be fired. Ooh, you want to do that first, DT? Let's add this to the stream. So I had went, let's make it take up the whole thing. I had went to her Instagram and Jennie Nguyen's Instagram to see if she was saying anything. Like, I don't follow her, of course. I only follow people like I support, obviously. So I'm not just going to follow her to see what she has to say, but I do go check. So what she had to say was she put up a picture, and the picture had different images of it was her at the reunion with her Diana Ross hair, and it was her and the other and the Aryan cousins, Heather and Whitney, along with Lisa, and they were all in the pictures, and people thought she was back, and they were like, "Oh, we're so glad that Bravo brought you back," and she's like, "No, I'm still gone." But somebody was like, "Yeah, I'm glad you're gone." The comment was like, "Yeah, I'm glad you're gone." She's like, "I loved you until I found out that you hate me." It was a black commenter, right? And Jennie Nguyen is all, "I never hated you." She totally got in an argument with this woman about her right to freedom of speech again. Okay. And still doesn't see that what she posted was hurtful, malicious, and damaging to a large group of people that support freaking BET. I mean, freaking Bravo. Look, I got BET on my mind all of a sudden. I wonder what's happening over there. But yeah, she's totally hating on a specific group of people because we saw her Facebook post, and what that was one of her responses to the lady in the Instagram. You can go check her out. She still got the Instagram. She hasn't been posting anything since she had to apologize. No, the last post she did was the post where she had just had that black guy on, and he apologized for her and was cussing people out for her because he was her black friend, and she can put that up and doesn't make her wrong and all this other stuff. Anyway, yeah. So I had went over to her Instagram and it was saying these things. And I don't know if you can see them all, but it's like this back and forth here. I'll read them to you guys. I'll read a couple to you. Let's see. I can pause that right there so we can get to it. Get to it. Let's do it. How are y'all doing tonight? Thanks for tuning in to Large and Curves. I hope you're smashing buttons on the way in. If you catch this in the recap, make sure you're doing it again. All right. I fancy myself a rapper, okay? A wordsmith. I love to rap and I love to rhyme, and you might find me doing it from time to time on my channel. Some of it is very Dr. Seuss, and some of it is very Paul Laurence Dunbar. If you know who I'm talking about, then you do, and you're blessed too. Okay. Okay. So let's go see what Jennie Nguyen's thing said. Okay. So she at first had her freaking comments off on the picture. Okay. And the picture is going to come up here. But while this is rolling here, I'm going to read to you what it said. Because at first, like I said, she had the comments off, and it's still the exact same number of comments that it was when I went earlier. So she deleting shit. You know she is, if it's still 612 comments like 3 hours later. You know what I'm saying? So we see you, Jennie. We say yo. So anyway, let me see. Did I catch any of it? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? 10 replies, no. Adored you, no. Look how fast I'm scrolling on the screen. Okay, that's the picture she posted, you guys. That's the picture. Somebody told her she should change her caption because it was like, whatever you do, do it passionately. It's like, girl, bye. Oh, she said, do you also hate with a passion? This lady at Gigi, at Jelaine Licious, I think, on Instagram said, do you also hate with a passion? 16 replies
Hi,
later.
baby gorgeous. You know what I...
16 replies later. Oh, Snapple.
Coming up.
Okay. 16 replies
Coming up,
later.
a 3-part Real Housewives of Salt.
16 replies later, Jennie Nguyen is arguing with this black lady, a black thumbnail, okay? She said, do you also hate with a passion? And Jennie Nguyen responds to her and says, you are entitled to your own opinion. Freedom of speech is a beautiful thing. The lady says, Gigi says to her, Jennie, freedom of speech is true. Hating a whole group of people is evil. I actually liked you until I read you hated me. Jennie says, Jennie Nguyen Love says to Gigi, why do you think I hate you? I don't know you. And Gigi says, Jennie Nguyen, exactly. But you didn't hold back on your nasty tweets that could have killed a whole group of people. How insensitive can you be? Yet you're still proud of the hate you give? The hate you give. So Jennie's a thug, okay? Jennie's a thug in here, okay? The hate you give means you are a thug. You saw the movie? You read the book? Did you see it on tatted on Tupac's abs about that thug life? The hate you give life, right? So then somebody chimed in, and then somebody else is like, she doesn't hate anybody. Stop reaching. Get over it. She never said she hated anyone. And Jennie Nguyen says back again to Gigi, please show me what I tweeted. If you're talking about the FB incident, it's been addressed. So she still thinks in her mind, even after all the blowback she got, that was an adequate response to 42 racially charged posts, people. 42. Anyway, so she went back and forth with this lady and ended up telling the lady, you made an accusation that I hated you, which I don't. You agreed to freedom of speech. Why should I hide? Don't you want equality for everyone? So Jennie hasn't learned her lesson.
Lake City reunion.
And
Yes.
we'll put this back up at the end. Let's get started on the stream. We're 11 minutes in. Thanks again for tuning in to Larger Curves tonight. I was starting off with that little bit of, pop stuff going on, the latest news from Jennie Nguyen, because after her glass throwing incident last night, right? Okay, let's see what's happening. Go there. Want to get my itinerary down. Go here. Go there. Want to get my itinerary down. Take a picture of that. Go there. X off. Go there. Okay, so we're going to start off tonight on Larger Curves for the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City recap for the finale, for the final fight between fired Jennie Nguyen and above you MaryCosby. Okay, so we started off this episode just real quick. We're not going to stay here long, but we start off with freaking Lisa and her husband walking through for the Vida Lisa party that's about to happen later, right? And after that, we go immediately into a nice little ditty with so they did a walkthrough at Lisa's party. It looked like it was going to be cute. I like the car they pulled up in. And they did a love counter because you know how Lisa, Eight-Face Barlow, does a lot of things repeatedly. Like she's just like, oh, I love that so much. Oh my God, I love it so much. Oh, I love it so much. So anyway, so it was kind of cute. They did a meter of how many times she said, oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. While she walked through the setup for her party, for her Vida tequila, which by the way, I heard was pretty good. But MaryCosby said that it's not that good and that it doesn't taste very tasty. And MaryCosby doesn't drink often. I don't know if she does or not. So I don't know if she's a tequila connoisseur, but I know she has pretty good taste. So I'd be willing to believe that MaryCosby knows whether or not it's good or not, to her at least. But then we had Mary on the Green, okay? And there was a cute little scene with her and her son, Robert Jr., out on the miniature golf course playing tennis, right? So then we go from there to Jen Shaw is downsizing, that is. Jen Shaw is downsizing, that is. And so she had the movers over to give her the estimate of how much it's going to cost them to move all her stuff out of her Shawshank Amazing Redemption freaking place that she's renting right now out there. Now you guys know that MaryCosby is one of the only owners of home property in the state of Utah. And I'm not sure why they keep coming for her assets like that, but they do. Anyway, let me enlarge this. What am I doing? There I am. Now I can see it all. Lisa, yes. Okay, yes, that video of Henny Jen, Henny Jen Winnie, Henny Hen Winnie Win. Henny Hen Winnie Win, the white woman worshiper, and the black man she paid to be at the live. Yes, was the last time you heard from her. Yeah, because that's the last time she posted until this finale. And she posted that picture that we just saw of her looking like freaking Diana Ross, right? Yes, Lisa, the mini face mozzarella stick. Yes, Lisa's bronzer is usually offensive Um, I don't know. You could be a whole nother color if you want, but orange isn't a real healthy look. And when you put so much brown bronzer on that it becomes like you're darker than Garcelle, then it's offensive. I'm sorry. Oh my God. Look, you guys, wait a minute. Wait a freaking minute. Is it true? Could it be? Shan the Van is here? No way. Thank you for coming in. I hope you're smashing buttons on the way, sharing this video. No way. Oh my God, we got another house favorite. Freaking Black Lavender, ladies and gentlemen. Black Lavender is in the house. Okay? Is in the house. All right? That's what I'm talking about. Right? I totally appreciate y'all coming out here and supporting me, Larger Curves, over here and being part of this wonderful curvy community that we're growing. You know what I'm saying? This is so exciting. I love it when I have people to talk to. OMG. Even though my husband would tell you that he has caught me many a time talking to myself. Okay, don't call nobody. Okay, anyway, let me get back to it. Let me see. Shannon Van says, hey, BL Black Lavender. That's right. He's cracking up. Hey, Shan, you're hilarious. No, we're hilarious, Shan. I love you too, girl. No! Oh my God. One, who cares? One, who cares? It's in the house, y'all. One who cares. That's right. Thank you for popping in. One who cares. You know it's all love. I appreciate y'all. Okay, let's get to this freaking review. You're laughing, crying. Yeah, I'm good for a good freaking pee in your pants. I am. Okay, I'll tell y'all a story. So I've been good at this for a long time. I just talk, but I've been good at making people pee in their pants for a long time. That's what I'm talking about. So me and my cousin Sean, we were waiting for the 40 bus to take us in Oakland. I'm from Oakland, right? And so we were waiting for the bus and it was going to take us to Shauna's house. And so we had to wait for it on this corner. She kept telling me I have to use the bathroom. And I was trying to pass the time. And I was just talking and she was like, stop making me laugh. You're going to make me pee on myself. And I was like, what am I even saying? And I just kept saying the same thing, whatever it was. And we were like 12 and 13 at the time. And Lord, if my cousin, she would hated me after that. Well, for a week anyway. And she peed on herself, you guys. Laughed, peeing on herself. And we still had to get on the bus. But I let her use like my backpack and her jacket. And we came up with something. And yeah, and it didn't smell too pissy or anything. I know it's getting TMI. But anyway, no, I love you, Black Lavender. Thank you. Hey, Shannon Van, Black Lavender, One Who Cares, Cricket 22. Good to see you all here tonight. That's what I'm saying. What's good, DT? So then we had on the Real Housewives recap. Then we had the freaking evidence that Heather had no storyline, people. This is the third thing in 21 episodes. We've got 21 episodes of Heather and Whitney beside campfires, conspiring on Mary. When they had business they could have been tending to. We should have known more about this estranged mother-daughter relationship with Heather. We should have seen this more. Like, why did I have to suffer through the plots with freaking Whitney around the campfire when she could have been telling me all her own business? She got 5 daughters. Why we didn't see none of her life, you guys? Her storyline was MaryCosby. I get passionate about it because it needs to stop. This is season 2, and we don't have nothing from you, Heather Gay. I don't care. I don't care if you're fun. I don't care. You need a storyline besides your other housewife lady. So in this, we were seeing how Meridith Marks hit the mark and the freaking desert. I didn't know y'all had a desert out there in the good Utah, but I guess it makes sense. Y'all got everything everywhere. But I wasn't like particularly aware of what appears to be a place where Burning Man could happen. Okay? In the middle of Utah. It kind of looks like salt flats or something. I don't know. I don't really know what's going on. I need to do less geometry, or isn't it? Yeah, wherever you know where the people are. Aren't they trying to make Heather? Yes, the queen. Like they're trying to make Candy the queen. Yes. And try as you might, it's not happening. The fans determine the queen. The fans determine the queen. So whoever you think is the queen is what's happening. Because Bravo can push this on us all they want. They can push Heather on us. They can push Whitney on us. And you know what? In this scene, Whitney and her cheeks, yeah. You could show off your cheeks. And the only thing I said that put me off about the whole thing is I didn't know why I should know. But like just that little crease right there where her buttock hits her thigh, it was like super like white right there. And the rest was like this red color. And I was just kind of like, I don't know. It didn't come as like, and flaws are beautiful and stuff. But you see that right there? Like, does that mean she had a tan, you guys? Did she get spray tan this color red? It kind of looks red to me. Am I tripping? Is that tan or is that red? I don't know, you guys. I don't know. But then he followed her up the stairs. And yeah, why did they do that? Like that, DT is saying, why the heck did they try to make Whitney look like that? All you see was her oompa loompa oompa DD. Yeah, like I'm like, what? And then you see she started off with the black paint on her husband. She went right to the black and he went right to the blue, and they black and blue together on the white thing on the floor, and they doing the do. Okay. Okay. Now look, that's another thing, you guys. This lady had business she could have been talking about in 21 episodes besides MaryCosby next to a fire and how everybody needs to be against MaryCosby and talking to ex-church members of MaryCosby's or whatever she was over there doing. She could have been body painting all this time. She had business she could have been tending to. Like, I'm like confused about when storylines became acceptable attacks on Counter Housewives. Like, I like a storyline, y'all. Anyway, here we are. At least Lisa Barlow was coming with some storylines, okay? And she plugged her Vida Loca. She trying to be the Bethany Frankel of Salt Lake City the way she was plugging Vida Loca the whole entire time, okay? So Lisa, with her 8 faces, is handling business, trying to make it so that she's the richest one on the cast. But now that Mary's gone, it's going to be true. Now that Mary's gone, Lisa can have richest one on the cast. But while Mary was there, I don't think that Lisa Barlow, 8-faced lady, was the richest one. So then we have the 80s party, where we get to the 80s party. So everything's set up, and it was supposed to be 80s on steroids, but she didn't want it to be, the burnt orange special. That's what it was. Oh my God. DT. So, it was really, here, we'll go back here. So, because I use this to remind me like what to talk about. So, because I don't have any notes except for that outline that you guys saw in the description. Thanks again for tuning in to Large Curves. I hope you're smashing buttons on the way in. I hope you're enjoying this. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate our interaction. Okay, so then we get to the party and everybody's coming in. And Lisa 8-Face Barlow is like, oh, it's an 80s party, but I hope nobody wears a costume. It's not a costume party. And so then here comes everybody. And of course, Jen shows up in almost a costume. Whitney shows up practically as Madonna. And obviously, fired Jennie Nguyen was channeling Diana Ross. Okay. So then here comes Meridith, and her husband looked really chic pulling up. It looks like they like to have fun together, Seth and Meridith. But it doesn't really look like there's a lot of like sexual attraction. So you guys, real quick, I totally binge watched Love is Blind. Both seasons this holiday weekend. OMG. Have you guys seen the show? Have you guys seen this? I'm like, whoa, watching people's insecurities like play out is beautifully entertaining. Beautifully entertaining. I was crying, I was laughing, I was everything. But you know what kind of made me cry on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City? For 21 episodes, anybody who follows this, what I've been doing over here, what I've been doing on my channel, even when I drop into other people's lives, is I've been trying to like help us have a moment of insight into like, you know, just like freaking being the Black lady, right? And yeah, it's like freaking, oh my God, Meridith, why? That's how she cries. Like she's about to sneeze. Anyway, so thanks, DT. That is hilarious. So when Mary comes into this party, you already know she doesn't want to be there. She told us last episode that she was on, like, that was her last attempt at a hurrah. I wonder how much production actually knew of, like, the torment that Mary was experiencing as a result of these ladies for 21 episodes made it their job and storyline to freaking attack Mary by going into like her personal life that wasn't on camera and doing all these other things. I mean, hiring a freaking, what's it called, private investigator like Meridith did because of threatening texts is one thing, but like taking your personal time to seek out members of Mary's church that you attended with your used to be a drug daddy, and now you're mad at her. So now you're gonna attack her livelihood, her legacy, her reputation. You're gonna you sit around fires and fondue and in shrimp grills and on front porches, and after you get off of ATVs and when you get out of the swim pool, and like every out of 21 episodes, you guys, we watched Heather and Whitney, specifically the Aryan cousins, I call them. That's what I call them. That's what they came off like for 21 episodes, for these ladies to be sitting around plotting on this Black lady for like no apparent reason. I'm like, what's going on? And then all that heat that freaking Nguyen came in with. Yeah, she was trying to channel Diana Ross, and she looked pretty good. She looked good. But she looked more like a Chinese Communist Party singer in the 1980s. Oh my God, DT. She did kind of look like she could have been a performer in that movie, the Raiders of the Lost Ark. Yeah. So anyway. So since Mary is gone, will I continue to watch? So I don't plan on, don't even really want to see the reunion at this point. I don't really, because I know they're still going to talk about Mary. I know nobody, Andy's not going to be like, so Whitney, why didn't you have a storyline this season? You know, you talked about Mary for 20, nobody's going to call them on the carpet. I know they're going to totally engage the nonsense and allow this whole thing to continue even further. And I was watching to see about Mary and stuff, but I don't see myself watching next season for certainly. I don't really see myself watching next season. But especially because these ladies, they endorsed Henny, Jennie, Winnie Wins freaking, they endorsed her, and they haven't really like, I don't know, they said they renounced her or whatever, but they haven't really I don't know. They went through a lot. The last week's episode, when they were like, Mary, we love Jennie. Why don't you like her? She's our friend. We want to be her friend instead of your friend. That's not going to age well after for all those posts with Jennie. And it just, maybe if they get a whole new batch, I'll watch. Okay. If they get rid of the Aryan cousins and eight-faced Lisa Barlow, and Jen Shawshank Redemption is going to be in the freaking pen or wherever, maybe. I don't know. I heard she was going to serve some time, allegedly. I heard what those charges are coming with is a lot of freaking years. And he had to remind her at the reunion, you guys, there's a clip. So for all of that to be happening, I don't know. Maybe if they come up with a whole new, really super interesting batch, I'll watch. That's how I'll watch. However, I don't know. In my boycott Bravo sense of the mind, where they just need to overall respect the Black narrative, like how they pushed away the Raina thing in the Below Deck, how they put Ramona on hiatus instead of deal with it, how they, I mean, it's granted they did deal with Jennie Nguyen, but she made it to the TV, you guys. Like, what kind of freaking vetting are they doing? Or did they know and think we wouldn't find out? Or did they know and think we wouldn't care when we found out? I don't know. There's a whole lot of things to consider when my entertainment triggered me as much as watching these girls plot on this lady who was like their paid co-star. They're all there to get paychecks. So why does it have to be so evil, you guys? I don't know. I'm just talking out loud. I'm just talking out loud. DT, the cream cheese cousins. That is hilarious. I'm gonna have to remember that one. I'm gonna have to remember the cream cheese cousins. You are hilarious. Me too, right? And freaking Shan says, nice to see you too. Long time no see, DT. Yeah, like last week was like a really weird week for me, you guys. I feel like my freaking YouTube family was MIA. Like I kept checking for lives and there was none, but I didn't really feel like it last week. I had tweaked my knee, like I told you guys, but it's all better now. And so, but I was just totally, I don't know. I just kind of felt like disconnected last week. They said there was a shift in the paradigm last week, energetically, if you're into that kind of thing. Yeah, so that could have been it. Shawshank, yes. Jen Shawshank Redemptions, yes. I love that name, Shawshank Redemption. Yes, the Shaw Squad, but that name is hilarious, right? Jen Shawshank. Yes. And she doesn't even think she needs redemption. Like, she's like, why is Stuart? Well, if Stuart says he's guilty, then I'm going to say I'm not guilty, right? That's the only thing to do, right? I don't know. Everybody else, from what I understand from that attorney, Ronald Richards, I think his name is, has what he said last is that it's not looking like super good for her because everybody else has already taken a deal. He's the only one left. And what do they usually do in the movies, you guys? Every time I watch a CSA or a SVU, the person that takes they only have pleas for people in the front. The last person doesn't get a plea because they need somebody to pin it on. So based off of what I see on TV, there's a possibility that if everybody else is taking a plea deal, they might want somebody to ultimately pay for all the wrongs that everybody else already took a plea deal for. So she could very well end up in the Shawshank Redemption situation. You know, he was gone like 30 years, y'all. 30 years. I don't know. Let's see. Yes. DT hopes you're doing well, Shannon Van. Hey, you guys who don't know, you know Shannon Van means Shan's in Vancouver. She's not in her van, you guys. He told us that. I like that. So anyway, so when Mary walked into this party, and part of why I talked about Mary's experience was basically from my, like, just seeing that, okay? And noticing what I would have felt like in that situation. So it was a form of projecting. And I totally am I totally am biased, right? Obviously, because I have my whole own opinion based off of my experience. And that's what I'm talking to you guys through. And that's why I love our comments. So like if I say anything like super duper crazy, then you guys can like say, hey, well, maybe if you saw this is how I see it. And then when I see it your way, then I have a new perspective, you know, and life is perspective, right? So I decided to wear my hair down, but I forgot I hate when it touches me. Anyway, so watching Mary's treatment and watching like her give a little and them take a lot and her give a little more and then do some more like just like outlandish shit and then turn around and judge her reaction to their attack like it was a problem because she did it, but it was okay when they did it. So that double standard left me like, because in life, when I've known you guys, have you ever dealt with that person? Like totally like put you in that place. And then as soon as you respond, they're like trying to like censor your emotions and limit your response and, you know, somehow like try to temper you and your experience of what they just inflicted. Like, I know we all have to have our own control and everything, but at the same time, there is stuff to be said for when people like seek out to harm you, which we saw these ladies do. So that's part of why I've been saying it the way I've been saying it. So 21 episodes later, for Mary to walk in, you see the smile on her face, you guys. Let's make it big. Let's make it big. You see the smile on Mary's face? That's a fake as hell smile. That's a fake as hell smile. But she had it on her face because she was really going to try, you guys. She was really there to give it her own one more try, right? But did that even get a chance to happen? Why would Jennie Nguyen expect MaryCosby to say anything to her when their last interaction together was when MaryCosby told her, I don't like you. I don't have to talk to you. It's not important to me. I'm not going to like you. You're not going to change my mind. As nice as possible. Told the lady that. So when Jennie walks in this party, when Mary walks in this party and doesn't get freaking responded, like the reception, no reception when she walks in the room, the party's happening. But Jennie is standing there. And in her confessional right here, she's like, when somebody says hello to you, Mary, that you're supposed to say hi. Like, but look at the look on her face, you guys, look. Jennie was stirred, you guys. Jennie came with an agenda, you guys. I'm not sure if Dewey didn't dick her down before they left or what, but she came in there stirred. And when Mary walked in, just like always, out of everybody, her problems with Mary. So I liked Mary's response, how she wished she could just like poof her, be gone out of here. And Mary ignored her. And then Coach Shaw and her, yeah, she was definitely ready to start something. Coach Shaw and her were talking about how people from Mary's congregation went and visited Jen Shawshank after she made an appearance and judged Mary's church service for Mother's Day. Mary was kind enough to send people to fellowship with her at her home. And Coach Shaw, being a very religious, calm person presenting himself, right? Is him being that way, he's totally like, oh, thanking Mary. And of course, here comes drunk slur Whitney, one of the two Aryan cousins, cream cheese cousins from the CC Music Factory, cream cheese cousins, comes over. Mary, I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you, Mary. Mary. And Mary's like, and look, Coach Shaw was even like, okay, Mary, like you could do this. He gave her a little pat on her shoulder, like he knew she didn't want to go, but he also tapped her on the shoulder to like let her know you're okay. So here comes Whitney, because whenever Mary is in a peaceful place, these bitches have a 21 episode history of trying to get her out of her peace, right? 21 episode history, pattern history. So of course here comes Whitney. Mary, I just want to talk to you about your church. Mary, I'm sorry I called it a call. I'm sorry that I said it. I'm sorry. But you heard me, Mary. She was like, she reminded me of Dudley Moore. Anybody, y'all just aged myself. Yes, I did. Dudley Moore from the 70s and 80s sitcoms, and he used to always play that drunk guy, right? He played drunk like nobody's business, okay? That's how Whitney came over there in her yellow suit, okay? To get Mary all out of herself. And then, but it wasn't to do that. It was to validate herself, to be like, this is why I treated you like shit for 21 episodes, because I know when this shit plays back and you're going to get to see it all before you come to the reunion that you're not going to show up with, but I don't know that you're not going to show up. So let me try to fake apologize to you now for doing this for 21 episodes to you. And then when Mary said, but why did you do it? I'm not even like a mean girl. I didn't even do anything to you to warrant you doing this. And Jen's turban is tight, you guys. But freaking Jennie Nguyen's perm must have fried something. The fumes that night must have fried something, because she had it for Mary. She was ear hustling, and she heard Mary say, I'm not mean, to Whitney's drunk ass. And here comes Jen, because she was targeting Mary, you guys. From the moment Mary walked in, she targeted Mary. And so now look how she's grabbing freaking Whitney. Look how she's grabbing Whitney, just waiting for any word. Like Mary probably could have said, I healed. And she would have been like, you healed what? You didn't heal. You hurt me. Like she was just waiting for any word. And the word happened to be, I'm not mean. Why did you do that to me? And look at the look on Jenny's face, you guys. Oh my God, let's make it big. Isn't that scary? Isn't that a little scary? Oh my God. Yeah, she's ready to start something, you guys. Look at that. Oh my God. Oh my God. That is so crazy. Watch. I'm gonna let it play. Look how evil she looks, you guys. It's scary a little bit. Well, Mary doesn't look less scary there, does she? Mary got those eyes. Mary has those Sankofa eyes, the 3 white eyes, right? She has 3 whites on her eyes sometimes, doesn't she? But anyway, so then Jennie gets all hyphy, you guys. She jumps up and she's like, Mary. Oh yeah, I think Mary told her she was hood. Let's go back a little, and I'm going to take down this banner. Let's type that so we can read this. So, okay, Mary was saying, oh Lord, pray for me. And then here comes drunk Whitney. And look, even her mouth, the way she's making her mouth open, just in a still even, like she looks drunk. And Mary looks like, oh my God, here we go again. I've already told you, Whitney, for 21 episodes, I've consistently told you, I don't want to talk to you while you're drunk, because I'm the only one that's going to remember, and you're not going to make sense. So I'm going to remember that you don't make sense. That's what's about to happen. But no, Whitney couldn't do it. We were getting to this Whitney part right there. Look at Mary's face. Oh, your impersonation of green peas is hilarious. Yes, they are too much. I don't have a good Heather one. Let's see if she'll come out, because there is a thing for Heather later. I'm sorry about talking about your church. And I want you. Wait, but why'd you do it? Why'd you do it, Whitney? I didn't say anything that wasn't already up there, Mary. Anything. Has you not put me down first, I won't say anything. Okay? Don't roll your eyes. Don't roll your eyes. Don't roll your eyes. And then Mary says politely, but don't validate yourself. Look at the look on Whitney's face, you guys. You guys. And then here comes Jen, because she can't keep her freaking nose out of people's business. And she should have taken notes from her last name and known when to stay the hell out of people's business, bitch. Anyway, I can't hear because I'm not talking to you. Because I'm not talking to you. That's the part. Like, I'm not talking to you because I'm not talking to you. Not because you can't hear, it's because I'm not talking to you. Because I told you last episode that I wasn't talking to you and I was done talking to you. Anyway, I could do like Jennie, hey, you just snatch shit out the air and that's how you practice the Jennie Nguyen confessional. She was like, go here. Okay, quick tutorial for you there. All right. So Jennie, like we were saying, I was waiting for this part to come here. I'll make myself small again. Oh, I love the sound of that sometimes. Wait. Okay. So Jennie, look, she just looks so mad. Like Dewey must be putting work in someplace else, allegedly, in my opinion. For Jennie to have so much time and so much anger all the time, I doubt she's getting any of Dewey's dick. I doubt it. Mary, who seems very asexual to me, like she doesn't ooze like Robert's dicking her down either, but she's a lot more peaceful and calm because she obviously does other stuff besides sit and plot and wait to be triggered. And then freaking look, Mary said, oh, you're getting all hood now? And Jennie said, are you educated? Why did you say that? Why did you say that? Henny Nguyen looked so evil. Her name is Dr. Evil. Look relatable, right? And then, oh, I love the the no energy with that freaking Mary can give to Jennie. And it just pisses her off so much. It's like, she feels like Mary must acknowledge her. She feels like if Mary doesn't acknowledge her, like it's her feeling like she's above her. But it's not. It's her feeling like she's not messing with you. That's what it's feeling like. Anyway, so the more hyphy that Jennie got, of course, Mary disengages. And people are so used in their personal lives in engaging in drama, maybe, that's why they want Mary to have to sit there and suffer through these attacks. I don't know what person IRL would sit through these type of toxic, negative situations. I would not. Why should Mary? Why? Why should she waste her precious energy to talk to drunk Aryan cream cheese cousins, to entertain 8 faces, or to sit and try to get cussed out and educated by Jennie Nguyen, whose total energy from her limo ride 1 gave off that she had 42 Facebook posts that were racially charged. That's the kind of energy she gave off from episode 1 to people who know that kind of energy. And people that know that kind of energy happen to be melanated people, minorities, which was really crazy to me because I'm like, Jennie is a minority on top of it. The model minority, so to speak. So for her to immediately pile on with the Aryan cousins, with the 8 faces, onto this nice lady who she never met before, it was hard to watch. But we're going to have to watch it, you guys, so we can get through. We only got 10 more minutes. Let's go. Okay. So she was just like, you're not going to keep walking away from me like I don't matter. But like we said, Mary already told you you don't matter to her. Why is it so important that you matter to me? So Mary disengages and drunk Whitney follows her. And they're going over here to have a conversation. But the look on Whitney's face actually almost looks like she told Jennie to come on over there too. Let's make it big and get all of this, you guys. Jennie's just like, so I'm glad she's gone. But oh my God. That's how she felt all season. That's how she was telling Mary not to use her own body. She was like, don't do your eyes. Don't say your words. Don't be you. Don't walk away. She just felt like she had dominion over Mary, and that wasn't the case. So then when Mary walked away again, that's when this assault took place. And she was just like, throws the glass at Mary, you guys. It was shocking. Even though we had to work up to it all season, to literally see that Mary practically got chased across the room by this lady, screaming at her, attacking her verbally, shouting at her at a party, embarrassing her, trying to humiliate her, demeaning her, calling her names, cussing her out. And all these ladies who have known Mary just stood around and let it happen. They tried to sit there and make her engage in this energy, you guys. It's weird. See how they're all surrounding her like they are glad somebody's treating her so poorly? This was like the icing on my trigger cake, you guys. This was like the icing on my trigger cake. Because these ladies, the way they freaking... That was just hard to watch. And then nobody checked on her. Nobody talked to her. Nobody comforted her. Not even Meridith. I don't even know where Meridith was, right? Like, so where was Meridith? I'm sure Meridith did not see what went down. I'm hoping that Meridith didn't see what went down, because that was like, that was a hate crime practically. That was practically a hate crime, the way she like chased Mary down. And then look at the shock on Mary's face, you guys. Mary is all, oh my God. Oh my God, I never had a glass thrown at me. Lisa saw the whole thing. Lisa saw. And you know what Lisa does? Lisa was really disappointed. Oh, look at that look. So Whitney saw, Lisa saw, Dewey saw her do it, because he's going to go over there and clean it up later. Heather didn't look like she was looking. Jen Shawshank had the nerve to see it and then be in her confessional. Yeah, nice try. I already did that. So I don't know what's up with these bitches trying to assault Mary all the time. What's up with these bitches assaulting Mary all the time? That's assault. That's a form of assault, you guys. If you were at a bar and somebody threw a glass at you, that's assault. That's freaking assault. It's dangerous, and it's assault. And it's not right. And it's rude. Mary did nothing. Not a thing in this scene to warrant that. Mary did nothing except for honestly tell the lady, I don't have no energy for you. I don't have nothing for you, Jennie. And because of that honesty, because she was keeping it real and owning it, she got glasses thrown at her last year and this year. That's bizarre. Can you leave a comment? Do you guys think that's freaking bizarre? Am I tripping? Am I tripping? Am I being sensitive to think that walking away from a crazy bitch warrants you getting a glass thrown at you? Am I tripping? I'm not tripping. Okay. So, and then she kept talking shit, you guys. She throws the glass. Jennie, Henny, win. Not only does that, but then she goes back to the party. She was acting like almost like she was on a coke bender, you guys. She was like, she was really hyphy. She was really Scarface hyphy, okay? Okay, in my opinion. Okay, yeah, it was bizarre. It was just freaking bizarre, Crickets 22. And then I loved when Mary left. She was like, oh my God, there's a crazy lady in here throwing glasses, you know? But even Mary was like, you know, it really shows who your friends are. That not one person in that place, not a man, not a waiter, not an employee, not a producer. The producers ran to Jen when she tried to assault Lisa in the van. And they went and talked to Lisa too. You guys. Not even a producer. When have you not even seen a producer? When have you not even seen a producer? When have you not even seen a producer like freaking stop somebody? Not a waiter in that place. Not a different husband in that place. Not one of the ladies that was her friend in that place. Hi, baby. Nobody in that place. After this woman assaulted her and threw a glass at her and cussed her and chased her around a room, you guys. She chased her around a room and then attacked her. And then it was so bad that her husband went and picked up the glass, you guys. Her husband went and picked up the glass. Yeah, she does abuse her husband. She broke his rib before. That's abuse. That's abuse. If a man look, that's Dewey cleaning up the rag like an abused husband would, cleaning up the dishes after the person comes and knocks it off. Oh, you made the sauce too salty. And they throw it on the ground. And then the abused person just goes and picks it up. I've seen that in a movie too. And then Lisa Eight-Face Barlow. Says, after Jennie was like, fake apology, oh, I'm sorry I disrupted your party. That's the smile on Lisa Eight-Face Barlow's face. She says, I don't care. She says, I don't care. Just don't throw the embellished bottles like that. And starts laughing after Mary just got assaulted like that at her party. Cricket 22 said, now I understand why she didn't attend the reunion. Now it's crazy. Like, why? That's what I'm saying. All these ladies did nothing for Mary because they subscribed to Jennie Nguyen. Are you following me? So that's part of why I wouldn't watch if these same heifers are still on the show. Because they supported all of this. No freaking way! No freaking way! No. How long has this been? A minute? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Make it make sense? Make it make sense popped in? No way. Thanks for tuning in to Larger Curves. I hope you're smashing buttons on the way in, sharing the video, liking the video. I appreciate your energy coming in. Yes, how dare a Black woman not acknowledge her? Yeah, that's my point, Mims. Exactly my point. Somebody needs to introduce Jennie's husband to Buddhism so he can Tina Turner his way out of his abusive relationship. Nam-myo Renge-kyo. Nam-myo Renge-kyo. Namyo Ringekyo. Yes. Namyo Ringekyo. Yes. Yes. It's all about that Namyo Ringekyo, right? I know that's right. So not only did nobody help her, but then they laughed at her, right? That's hilarious, Mims. And then look at the look on Heather's face, okay? Look, I'm gonna go back just a second. Oh, it's just right there, right there. Wait, where'd it go? There it goes. Play. Watch the look on Heather's face, you guys. Look! You guys. That is a scary look, you guys. It looks scary. That's the look she would have on her face when she was sitting around the fire plotting on Mary King. All this season, 21 episodes, you guys, 2-1. That's 6 months of our life. We watched the Aryan cousins and the cream cheese cousins freaking plot on Mary. 6 months out of our life. An established pattern. If something was to happen to Mary, the FBI would have a really good lead considering the amount of camera time these heifers spent plotting on Mary King. I mean, Cosby. Mary King. Who am I? I have a friend named Mary King. Oh, I better call her. I'm going to call her as soon as we get off the show, you guys. Mary King just came out my mouth. I got to call her. That's a sign, you guys. That's a sign. I believe in signs. Yes. So I'm like, Heather is the evil one, though. Look at that look. That's the look she would get when they were coming up with those crazy stories that seemed like they were Whitney. What were those edibles we were going to name after Whitney? Because the stories Whitney come up with trying to make Mary in trouble for some shit are like she had a freaking Whitney brownie with the goods hybrid, 26%, you know. Right? She does. Her looks are evil, you guys. So it's almost done, you guys. Here, we're gonna go through their cards, which they did not give Jennie one. How do you feel about that? Do you care that Jennie didn't even get an ending card? Oh my God. I don't care. I'm glad they didn't give her an ending card. But right after Mary left and nobody checked on her, not even production from what we saw, Jen's turban was tight because she started shit with Meridith for no reason. Like she didn't have enough attention. And so she wanted to know where her and Meridith stood, right? And started talking trash about Meridith again. And Meridith was like, well, you don't want me to say what I know. You've damaged my family enough. And Meridith went and got her Don Johnson looking husband and was like, I'm walking away from you. And she's like, Seth and I dated other people. So what? So what? Okay. So the season ends with, let's look at these cards by themselves. Meridith and Seth are more in love than ever. They recently celebrated their 25th wedding anniversary. No boob cakes were involved. Can we just say how stunning Meridith looked that night? Yes. That is hilarious. Is that a Reagan Bush shirt from 1980 something? I think that's a Reagan Bush shirt, you guys. That is hilarious. Let's keep it moving. And then the next card we had, because that was pretty much the season after Jen's turban was so tight that she confronted Meridith about some bullshit that she didn't really want to come out, was the moral of the story. And Meridith stormed off. And Jen was like, what do you mean? I've been married to my husband is here. Like she knows what she's talking about. But Jen is anxiously awaiting her trial in March of 2022. So it's coming up here, you guys, next month. In the meantime, she tries to stay positive, relish in the good time, and avoids thinking about her old closet. I heard that. And then we have, I might have missed somebody else's. Mary is spending 2022 focusing on the joys in her life. She's spending more time with her son, her church, and her mannequins. They always be shading Mary. Real quick, I said this last time. The amount of freaking couture fashion that Mary has on any other franchise would be praised. Her closet would not be an issue. People would just be like, oh, she needs her closet fixed. But for some reason, it's become like this weird thing that Mary has wig mannequins in her closet. Like all the housewives have those. You know what I'm saying? Like they just like, I don't know. Anyway, it's just more of whatever. Here we go. We're almost done, you guys. Then we have Whitney is traded in little girl for CEO, focused on less robotic sex. Hope she's focused on more storylines. And Lisa A-Face Barlow spent the last few months reflecting on friendship, decided to be upfront about her feelings. Heather has officially embraced being an ex-Mormon. I hope she also embraces a storyline. I hope she also does. Let's see. Now, Larja, it wouldn't be an issue if her closet hadn't vomited into her bedroom and looked. No, there's other people that had rooms. They had bedrooms with clothes like strewn about as a closet until they got it set up. Even Erica Jane has a whole other bedroom. I mean, it's all on racks in Erica Jane's other closet too. In that other room when she was, but it wasn't like that all the time though. But no, I don't think that it's weird. I think that it's weird that people demonize this woman's closet and act like she doesn't have like a good fashion sense just because she happens to sit in the closet full of mannequins, you know? Okay, so real quick before we go, did you guys see the trailer, the super trailer for the thing?
We know who we really are. We alarm clocks, we're bathroom attendants.
This is what Mary's response was to the reunion. So, you know, to me, responses are what people post on their social media. So this is what Mary posted on her social media yesterday.
Know who we really are. We alarm clocks, we're bathroom attendants, we're hairdressers, we're personal stylists, we're cooks, we're nannies, we're housekeepers, and that's all before we get ourselves together in the morning. We're physicians, but we ain't got no PhD, but we can heal wounds. We're lawyers, we ain't got no degree in that either, but we can mediate between siblings who can't seem to get along, and sometimes adults who act like kids too. We are chefs who can pull together a meal with the little scraps in the refrigerator. We're accountants who can make money stretch when you don't even know. We are strong because we can hide the stress that you don't seem to think we go through. We are all the things that you don't even see at night with prayer warriors praying over our house when everybody else is asleep. We are the ones that's keeping the enemy at bay because we're the one laying on our face. We are the strong weapons who God has ordained for this position, baby. We ain't just a mother, and you better not even let that come out your mouth again. Let me tell you who we are. We're a superwoman.
She said her clothes are her friends, you guys. She said her clothes are her friends. Remember, Mims?
Gotta talk the Lord defend.
You gotta mute that.
Dear sis, I came to speak to those who.
Yeah, so that was that. And then was there any? And then just a super trailer. But you know what? Here, where we are. But not their own bedroom. She has 15,000 square foot house, and there's no reason she has to sleep with her clothes. But there is, Mims, because she said her clothes are her friends. Remember? She said she doesn't talk to her mom, and her clothes are her friends. So it is weird. Diane Carroll said, I don't sleep in my clothes, nor do I sleep with them. Oh, and Diane Carroll, give it up for a real diva. Okay. I love Diane Carroll. Ooh, I loved her in Dynasty when she came on there and she had to always go on there and talk to Alexis all the time. I love that so much. Okay, let's see. Was there anything else? Just the super trailer. Let's see.
We have to remove Jen's glove.
It's a massive audio issue.
I mean, this is what made the outfit, but it's fine.
Yeah, you look plain now. Mary chose not to join us tonight She was very upset that you called her a predator.
He told me that he
Not
had a
y'all, she was
relationship
fine
with
with
her.
it.
I thought it was
He barely said
suspicious.
anything.
Let me talk, please.
You're threatening everyone is what you're doing.
That's how I see it.
Yep.
What it feels like on my end is like, hey, Jen, we can treat you like because you need all the friends you can get right now.
Well, you on me, and I still showed up for you.
You always there for Mary. Come
Jennie,
to Mary.
maybe that's because I felt under attack by you the entire season.
You called my husband a sugar daddy, and you put me and the work I've done down. Why does it keep coming up?
You're being charged with fraud and money
And you're
laundering.
innocent until proven guilty.
Did you ever question where the money came from? There's one charge that's 30 years and one charge that's 20 years, is that right?
I don't know.
You don't know what the charge is? It kind of seemed like some sort of a truth dump for you.
No,
like
it wasn't.
Do you think she's a whore?
No,
you
I
think
do not.
The venom and hatred that the delivery came with is what resonated. I was sick.
You called us inbred polygamous cousins, Lisa. I did not. I did not.
So that means that Mary wasn't the only one calling Heather an inbred.
I can yell just as loud as you. I can poke just as far as you. I can do this just as much as you.
Just pile on, bitch. Don't call me bitch.
You are a bitch. I just feel like everybody.
Look how dark freaking Lisa is. That's what I'm talking about. That's too much. That's too much.
Here wants to break me all the time. You guys knew what you were doing when you put that in there. Like I was on a rant. I just think what you guys did just gave them all a reason to say that's who you are. That's who you are. I'm done.
So that is the trailer, the super trailer for the reunion of Salt Lake City coming up next weekend. They're going to have 3 episodes. And you can see that I was right. They still talking about Mary. Well, I guess they'd have to at this point, seeing as how for 21 episodes, that's what they did. They're going to have to keep doing it because they can't talk about anything else. What are Heather's daughters' names, you guys? Can anybody tell me in the chat? No, because we don't know. Because she doesn't do anything that has to do with her life. What are Whitney's kids? How many kids does Whitney have? I don't know, because we don't see nothing that has to do with her life. You know what I mean? And the only thing that we know that has to do with Lisa's life is that she doesn't cook except for when Mary says she doesn't, so then she does to prove her wrong, and that she sells tequila. Oh, and that she's an overbearing mother that is smothering her son on his freaking prom night picture thing. Yeah, that was kind of cringy. Yeah, that was very cringy. But yeah, we don't really know about that stuff, you know? And Meridith gave us these little snippets and stuff into her life. And Mary gave us snippets into her life. And I would rate the overall season after 21 episodes of Aryan cousins plotting on Mary with no storyline. And of Lisa Eight-Face Barlow selling tequila. And a Mary responding to attacks constantly and speaking out of turn. And to Jennie coming on with some kind of, I don't know what Jennie's problem is. She's a non-factor at this point. But she did add to the number I'm about to give the season overall. And let me preface this by saying I was triggered this season. And even though I was triggered, I was entertained and it was intriguing. I was intrigued is the word. I was intrigued to see that my thought that scenario happened where literally white people are plotting on Black people around fires. It really happened. And so I was intrigued to see how that played out for 21 episodes. And I was less entertained than intrigued, but I learned something that it does happen and it's kind of scary. But So my overall number for the season is, where's my drum roll, please? My drum roll. Oh, wait, no drum roll in here? That'll have to do. My overall rating for this season is between a 1 and a 5. I'm not going to do a 1 to 10. And a 1 being very satisfied, and a 5 being not satisfied at all. I'm going to give it a 3 because the amount of trigger that I had going on, like it's just right in the middle with the overall, what I found out and how much it triggered me as a freaking Black person to see that kind of shit happens every day. And that energy that I got in the office 1 or 2 times might have had something behind it, and that I'm not wrong, and that I can trust my gut, and that I can trust my intuition, and that I know about energy. Okay. So in that respect, since I learned that I can trust even more of myself, it should have a higher score. Maybe I'll give it 4. No, I was really triggered, you guys. I don't know. But look, oh my God, Prosperity Thick Girl 40's in the house. No way. What's good? Prosperity Thick Girl 40 dropped in, you guys. Yay. Hey, love. Thank you. Whitney has 0 children and about 4 stepchildren. Oh, is that right? Were they in here this season, 21 episodes? I don't remember them like a lot. I don't know. It seems like with that kind of family dynamic, he could have had a lot of storyline. Very interesting. So you know what, you guys? I'm coming up on 1 hour and 17 minutes on Larger Curves here. Let's change up this music. Yeah. All right. We're about to go. Leave us with energy. Yeah. That's my time. 7:48 my time. I'm here in California. I don't know why you kept watching. Exactly. I told you. Prosperity. I had to see it too. I had to see it in another how it was of this one. I know you don't watch. You know I don't watch. I just remember the last week. I know. And I did watch this time, but it was probably so I have a good months worth of videos here. You know what, you guys? I need you to share this video. I need you to hit the bell so you can get notified next time I upload a video. And you get to listen to the replay. I know you can comment, okay? Or something. But let me know that you came by. Large Curves, and what you thought the overall season of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. And what you thought of this storyline. Do you need more storylines in your life? I know I do. Do you need less plot on your co-worker? I know I do. How about it? How about a whole new batch of housewives so Salt Lake City is going to keep that franchise so that I'm not triggered next time? How about that? Okay. So, oh, you can't hear me up here. Oh. I was totally rocking out. She said, you can't, I heard nothing you just said. I was talking about, I hope that if you see this in the recaps And if you catch this in the next video, you leave a comment what you thought of the overall season of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Do you think they should get a new batch and start all over again? Will you watch the same bullshit next year? Do you want more storylines in your life? How do you feel about it? What do you want? Let a sister know. And in the meantime, smash the buttons on your way in and on your way out. Like it, share it. I'm reaching goals over here, you guys. I'm almost to what, 500? I hope you can help me get there. I don't know how many more I need. I took the numbers off and I don't know how to go see them. Anyway, but when I get there, I think a community tab or something pops up or something I heard. So yeah. Anyway. What? No way, you still can't hear me? I don't know what's going on then. I don't know. I don't know. I can't.